Alright, Assalamualaikum, Mr. Lamin.
Salam.
Thanks for coming for this session this afternoon. I really appreciate the time for you to have a session with me to talk about your problems. So before we get started on the actual discussion, how about you tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, so mm, my name is Lamin. So I'm still a student. I'm currently 21 years old. And I'm currently studying in IMUM Gombak. So I am the fourth of my seven siblings. And yeah, I don't have a father because he already passed away like I think 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah, just my mom that take care of our big family. And oh yeah, I live in Masuk Terengganu, which is far away from here. And yeah, I think that's basically about my background.
Okay. Firstly, I'm sorry to hear about the passing of your father. That's truly hard for you, for you and your family to actually, um, go live on without a father, that the leader of the family. So it's quite difficult for you and your family. So, um, before anything else, I would like to ask, like, uh, as you came in here, like, how are you feeling right now? Like, how do you feel, and what do you expect to get from this session?
Well, basically I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed and a bit of course tired because of this problems that I having. So I'm not expecting much. I just expecting that someone like you could hear what I said. I have someone to share my problems or my thoughts. I think that's what I expect coming to this session.
All right. I hear you. So it sounds like things have been quite heavy for you to take
Yes.
lately. So, but just so you know that this is a safe place. So anything that we talk about, anything that we discuss, it stays between me. It stays with me, and it stays between us. It does not go within. Sorry, it doesn't go beyond this room. Okay, no judgment, just support. Alright. Okay. So, let's go a little bit to like maybe like a brief, um, brief, brief introduction. Not really introduction, like a brief, story about what is going on with you lately. Like, can you tell me what's going on? What's your situation? What's your problem?
Okay, so basically it is about my mom. She's sick.
Yes.
She's currently very sick. She's in the ICU right now. So yeah, I think it happened. It happened like 3 or 2 months ago. So as you know, my mother is a single mother that have to
Yeah.
So she works a lot. She very hardworking, and one day she's collapsed by cooking. I think by cooking. So I know at home at that time I'm still studying.
Study.
So I know about this news from my brother. He calls me, and yeah, since that my mom still not recovered from that. I think doctor said that she had high blood pressure. So she's in ICU right now. So the things that have been bothering me that like I cannot see her very often because I'm still studying right now.
Yeah.
So the bus ticket is quite high and
It's pricey.
it's pricey, and back at my home and at the hospital there's no nobody that could give 100% like
Attention.
attention to my mother to take care of her, because my older brother is still already married and she have his own family and
Yeah.
still working at Bangi. And my second brother still studying at the same. He's been busier than me because yeah, he's taking law and a lot of intern happening. And my third brother that take care of my mother because he's studying dekat je dengan rumah saya. And yeah, I think that is me. So I think I have not like contributed much to take care of my mother, but at the same time I always go back home like 3 times a month. And yeah, it's just all kind of overwhelmed because I need to take care of my mother and still have to study. There's a lot of assignment. There's a lot happening with me also in my personal life. I have to do my part-time job because yeah, to cover all these necessary
Yeah.
expenses to buy the tickets. And yeah, because I already received PTPTN. I don't have any extra money from my mother
Yeah.
because right now she's sick. I don't have anyone to ask for money, so I have to work. So yeah, with all the assignments and my personal issue and also my part-time job, is just like I'm so quite overwhelmed and quite tired lah because of this shit. So,
It's okay. It's just lay it all out. Okay, this is a safe space between us. Okay, so yeah, that sounds incredibly tough for you, Lavi. Yeah, it's very hard for you to balance your study life and then you have to balance your responsibilities as a son.
oh yeah, I also have sometimes even skip classes because
Oh,
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
we have to take care of my mother then.
Yeah, I understand that. It's yeah, it's very tough for you to balance all of those responsibilities. You gotta study, you gotta take care of your mother, then you're now burdened with financial pressure. So it's very overwhelming to actually take all of that. But trust me, being overwhelmed or the feeling of overwhelmed is actually normal. It's not abnormal to feel overwhelmed. Anyone in your position will be overwhelmed by this kind of problem. No human in this world will actually feel like, oh, this is normal. I'm sorry, no, oh, this is nothing. I don't really care about my mother in the ICU. Why should I care? Oh, I don't care about my studies. No, they actually have to care because it's a responsibility and a burden. So it's completely normal for you and anyone in your position to be overwhelmed with all of these burdens. So from what you have shared with me, uh, from this point on, it sounds that you have a sense of guilt, you have a feeling that you feeling of that you'll not be able to visit your mom often. So you feel like at this point you should be taking care of her. You shouldn't be studying, you shouldn't be working, you should be in the hospital beside her taking care of her. Because you might think that yeah, it comes to the point that you might think that, oh, what happens if she passes away when I'm not with her, when I'm not by her side? What happens if she wants to meet with me with her last time? She wants to say her last words. She wants to see her beloved son one last time. So I completely understand that. But then maybe all of these pressures and troubles that you're currently having, we will talk about what you could possibly do, any solutions that you can take to actually balance your study life as well as at the same time paying attention to your mom. Okay, so with what you're doing right now, you're actually doing so much with what you're currently doing. Okay, you're studying, you're at the same time you're taking care of your mom, and then you're doing part-time jobs. So what you're doing is actually way more than enough for your mother. You might think that because you're not with your mother, you're not taking care of her in the hospital, you might think that you're not doing enough for her, because considering the fact that your siblings are not with her to take care of her, because your older siblings are married and they have their jobs, and then you have younger siblings who are in school. and then you feel like you as the middle child, you feel like you should take the responsibility because you're in the midst of all of this, right? But by doing what you're doing now, studying, working hard, doing part-time jobs and everything, you're actually doing more than enough for her. You're actually sacrificing a lot for her. What you're doing now is actually helping her simultaneously. Okay? So, moving on with what we have talked about already. So, from all of these, from this, the core problem, which is your mom in the hospital, she is critically sick. So, what has been the hardest part of this? What makes you think that this is the most difficult part for you to handle?
The most difficult part is, yeah, obviously the of course the guilt, because
The guilt.
I think that I'm not doing much enough because like I said, I only visit her 3 times a month, and that's just to put time only in the weekend.
Yeah.
So that there's no much time that I can spend with my mother because I have my own part-time job, so I can go like spend a week with my mother. I cannot do that because I have my part-time job.
Yeah.
I think that is the hardest part because, yeah, my part-time job is I really have to do my part-time job because to have
To have money.
my money to buy the ticket, to buy my own, like to eat what to eat and so on, right? So it's my part-time job, and also with my assignments, that so much, like tons of assignments that sometimes I even don't tak ada masa nak buat assignment.
Yeah.
Because I have to visit my mother and to part-time job, and yeah, I think that's the hardest part. I cannot manage
You cannot manage your
I cannot
time.
manage my time and my workload, and that's get me like so much overwhelmed because of this problem.
Okay, so yeah, that uncertainty that must be very painful for you. Like you're feeling torn, you're feeling crushed by with all of these responsibilities that you need to take care. You need to take care of your mom. You need to do your job. You need to study. So it's a lot of stuff going on in your head right now, and you're clueless. You don't know what to focus on. You think that you should focus on your mom, but then when you take care of your mom, you sacrifice your studies, and then when maybe you sacrifice your mom. Maybe you decide to focus on study, then you're sacrificing your mom, and then when you it's the next cycle. Like you take care of your mom, you sacrifice something. You do take care of your studies, you sacrifice your part-time job, like that. So there's a lot of things going on. Yeah, so it's really tough. I understand that. So when things have gone to this point, when things feel really heavy for you to think, there's like in these moments, those moments where everything just hits you, the world just crushes you completely. So you have to find there's obviously a way for you to like maybe release, maybe a way for you to cope. So my question is that what do you usually do to cope? What is your coping strategy or mechanism to free your mind of all of these problems?
To be honest, I don't really have any coping mechanism because, my life couldn't get any more busier. So like I'm waking up in the morning, going to classes, and after class going to do my part-time job. After my part-time job, do my assignment, and I also join a club society in my university. So I don't have any coping mechanism. I just do.
You just do.
And in the weekend I don't spend much time with my friends because I have to go back to the hospital, to my back home. So that's really doesn't end. I really don't have any coping mechanism. I just follow the flow, follow what happening right now.
Okay, so basically you're saying that because you don't have a coping mechanism, it's just whatever you do, apart from whatever you do, aside from your actual the difficulties, is what's coping for you. Yes, like you said, like maybe the doing a part-time job is a way for you to cope, maybe a way for you to like feel release from all the troubles that you have with your studies and with your mom in the hospital. So I understand that it's normal for anyone like you to not have a coping mechanism, a coping strategy, because it's not like you don't want to cope. It's just you don't know how to cope. Yeah, you don't know how to
I don't
cope.
have any time to.
Yeah, you don't have any time. Yeah, that's one way. You don't have time, and then you don't know how to cope. So it's normal. All right. So, like I said earlier, it's not like you're doing absolutely anything just to stay afloat.
Yes.
You do anything. So even small things like that, they matter. Okay, they actually act as a form of cope. Okay, although it's not really cope, but they actually act like it's cope, right? So, considering that you don't really cope, do you have any close friends or any lecturers that you can reach out to speak about on your troubles?
About lecture, there's like there's some lecturer that I told about this problem. Because about if I want to go back home, I just told my lecturer, I'm sorry, I have to go back home to take care of my mother. And some of them are very cooperative, very understanding. They let me go back, but I don't really share the details to them. And my best friend, my closest friend, and thing I just told about like two of them, and I didn't go any detail because I don't want to, I don't want to burden them. Like I don't want to like understand like.
Yeah, when they want to like involve them in this
I don't
too.
want to like involve them like nanti dia orang nak hantar saya balik ke semua. Saya tak nak susahkan dia orang. So I just told them the surface like my mother is sick and I have to my part-time job, things like that. And but the details about this, I only told this problem to my girlfriend, and yeah, I think she's the only one that hears this problem in detail, and that in a way kind of help me too sometimes.
Okay, so yeah, it's actually good to have someone to talk to. Whether it be close friends, lecturers, maybe your girlfriend, it's actually good to have someone to talk to so that you know that. I understand that you say that you don't want them to be involved in your problems, but trust me when I say that if you're alone, this it will actually be way more harder for you to actually take all of this at once. So it's best to have someone, if not me, maybe your like you said, your close friends, your girlfriend, your lecturers, just having someone to talk to and maybe like have them comfort you with all these struggles is actually good enough. It's actually good for your mental health as well, right? So, in the middle of all of this chaos, all of this um, circumstances, what's something or someone that keeps you going? What is that certain person or certain thing that just gives you the courage, gives you the determination to move on?
Of course, obviously, my mother.
Your mother.
And also, I also think about my father also, because when my father passed away, he's also sick at that time, and I'm also studying at that time at my foundation, so I don't have any time to visit him. So and he just passed away like I don't even know he's passed away.
Yeah.
I go to class and my brother called me. My father has passed away, and I just like it just so shocked.
Yeah, sure.
I was in shock, and I don't want that thing repeat again
Yeah, you don't want to
with
have
my
it
mother.
happen again.
Yeah, so just because of that, my mother has the peristiwa my father punya peristiwa tu. I take that as a example of I don't want that to happen again. So with my mom, I always want to visit her when I can. So yeah, my mother is the one that keeping me thriving and keeping me from what I am doing right now, like
Yeah.
go to apa do part-time job, still studying, still doing assignment, and at the same time still visiting her when I can. So yeah, these two figures that really
Help you.
help me to keep on
Keep
doing
moving
what
on.
I'm doing, and the one that of course my mother lah,
Yeah.
and keeping me sane
Yeah.
through this thing, because I'm doing this for her
Mm.
and for myself also.
That is a very strong determination, or what can I say? Yeah, strong way for you to actually, you make your mom as your source of hope, like source of a way for you to like think that, oh, I cannot give up on this journey just yet. I cannot fall down. I have to keep on moving forward for her. Right. So we're actually closing in on our session. So we're gonna move on to the goals, or maybe the solutions that we can come up with to actually, not exactly solve your problem, but maybe help you deliberate. So maybe we could think about a way on how, maybe just small steps on how we can actually help your situation. So maybe there's a way for you to manage your time better, or even there is someone that you could talk to about financial aid.
Yeah, I think that would help me a lot. But I don't have any time to like
Yeah, to have
do
time
anything
yeah.
to manage this problem. I just what I get, I do.
Mm. Okay, so but it's fine. I mean, it's completely normal because you don't have the time to actually, think about it. And also, I guess we should take it one step at a time, right? So maybe firstly, maybe you could try, because you have a lot of assignments, right? So maybe you could start, identifying which assignments are most urgent, and maybe you should draft a mini schedule. So, what I meant by a mini schedule is that maybe you can try dividing your assignments from the more urgent ones, the major assignments, to the minor assignments, the less urgent. So, when you divide these assignments respectively, you can have better time management. So, for example, you have assignments due on Tuesday and Thursday. So the assignment due on Thursday is the more urgent assignment that needs to be completed, and the one on Tuesday is less important. So maybe you can try focusing on the assignment on Thursday first, and then after you're done with that, you can then focus on the one on Tuesday. It's all about time management. So if you manage your time well, then maybe we can have a little bit of ease of mind, so you don't really, burden your mind with more stuff to think about. So, apart from your problems with your assignments, you did say you were struggling financially,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, maybe you can try seek for some financial assistance from your university, like your IUM.
Yeah.
They must have those financial aids.
Welfare.
Yeah, those student welfare aids that you can apply, especially if you're a B40 student. So you could try applying for that, and hopefully the university will take you into consideration and provide you with the financial aid that is necessary. Okay, so is that clear? My suggestions.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
thinking about doing the time management thingy, and
Yeah.
I just don't know how to start. But you give me some information, so maybe I can start from that. So send you that, and about the financial aid. That yeah, maybe I can deep a little bit more on the financial from UIA.
Mm.
So yeah, that's very helpful.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you.
So now we're getting really close to the end of the session. So before we wrap everything all up, how are you feeling now as compared to when you first entered this room?
Oh, I felt so much better, because even though it doesn't solve my problem yet, but
Yeah.
I just grateful to being heard, and I can share my feelings, my thought with you. So it feels good that I have somebody that I can talk to about this. So yeah, and now I just feel ease. Like yeah, these things that of course it out of my control. So yeah, I'm at ease right now. So thank you very much for your understanding and for your suggestion for me. That's very very helpful. Thank you.
Okay, that's very good to hear that you feel slightly better, you feel slightly calm now after our session. So you deserve to be heard, Lamir. You deserve to have someone to talk to. So like I mentioned before, by having someone to talk to, like your family, your girlfriend, or anyone else, it should really help you in learning, in distracting you from all the
Yes.
problems, all the stuff that you're going through. Okay, you're doing your best, and that's just more than enough for now. Right, so we'll keep working through this together, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So
Oh, that's it.
yeah, thank you for your time here, and I'll see you again when I see you.
Oh, okay, thank you. I hope I see you next time. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you, Sam, for your help.